Welcome to this week's edition of
The Things We've Learned.
Our topic for this week is cooking. We have learned a lot about cooking in our lifetime, not just in our marriage, but over the course of our lifetime. But during our marriage, we've learned, at the expense of some of our guests and family members, a lot about cooking.
Remember the time back when Talia was just a peanut and who was over? Who was visiting? Aunt Kelly and Christine Angelari. And we wanted to cook them a nice home-cooked dinner, but at the same time we wanted to do some sightseeing. So I pulled a turkey out of the fridge, but it was still frozen. It was like a bowling ball.
And we came up with the grand idea.
Well, it was 90 degrees out.
So we just set it on the railing outside and went to the beach. Yeah, we went to the beach for the day. And Christine kept saying, we're not eating that turkey. We're not eating it. And we're like, oh my gosh, you're making such a big deal out of it.
Let it thaw.
Yeah. And then what happened when we got home?
We arrived home after a day at the beach, and the frozen turkey had ballooned in 's plastic shrink wrap. It was like a foul balloon. About to explode.
No, our production crew's saying that's not funny.
Yeah, okay.
So, but anyway, so we learned about that. I have learned
a turkey balloon.
I've learned a lot.
We didn't cook that turkey.
We didn't. Christine, we went out to eat. You remember that? We did. We went out to.
Thank you, Christine, for saving all our lives.
We appreciate it. And then
remember the time John and Linda were over and you were going to make them dessert?
And the lesson learned that day was when you're making pudding and peaches, just make sure the pudding box is vanilla.
What did you do?
Even if it looks light yellow, it may end up being butterscotch.
Listen to this.
No, I'm not telling you. Just know, butterscotch and peaches, terrible combination.
I remember the day I decided to make a sandwich for you. And I got in that kitchen and I sprayed that pan and made a grilled cheese sandwich. She was going to love this green tomato and onion.
Where were we living then?
We were living at North Park. That's not germane to the story.
I
sliced it like in a windmill and gave it to her. And she tasted it, and the look on her face was like, and how could you go wrong with grilled cheese?
Yeah.
I went back in the kitchen, and what was sitting on the counter?
My favorite sandwich.
It wasn't spray.
It wasn't Pam.
It wasn't Pam. It was bug spray.
Oh my God. Yeah. So don't try to kill your spouse inadvertently. I almost tried to kill you when I tried. I'd never made hamburgers, and so I thought that you just fried them in deep oil.
Deep fried hamburger.
Deep fried
hamburger.
It
was the crunchiest hamburger I've ever tasted.
And he already had cholesterol issues, which I didn't even know what cholesterol issues were. So we learned a lot about that.
And now
we know a lot.
We know a lot, yeah.
And now we all know.
Enjoy the Oscars.